Well, Sevilla on a magical quest for a 7th Europa League title. The special one hoping to wave his magic wand and bring forth a 6th European crown. The storyline of this encounter will be written for the history books, but who will experience a fairy tale ending in this Europa League adventure? It's Sevilla versus Roma, and it is live right here on your home of champions at the top of the hour. We welcome you to our coverage, and it is indeed a pleasure having you in our home. My name is Donald Oliver, and we have online joining us Juan Arango, our Chief South American Football Correspondent, and also joining us Simon Evans, our Chief European Football Correspondent. With us in studio, we welcome, as usual, Eric Rademacher, who is Technical Director at the Kingston Football Academy and also an Assistant Coach at Arnett Gardens. That's a local Premier League club, Arnett Gardens, hoping to make it to the final yet again of the Jamaica Premier League. And in this first segment of the show, Christina Taylor, Group Marketing Manager, you'll see her in a bit, of Enterprise Jamaica. There she is, and ATL Automotive Group. We welcome you to the show, ladies and gentlemen, and just want to know your initial thoughts on this matchup. What are you anticipating for this final? Let's start with the lady first. What are you anticipating this final?
It's going to be highly anticipated. Jose Mourinho, as coach for Roma, definitely will be bringing his A game, but Sevilla as champions will definitely be coming into contest.
Yeah, Eric?
Yeah, I mean, you know some of the other players, so I'm impressed. Not just cars, but yeah, you know, as you point out, Mourinho is a main figure. You know, he's not one of the players, but he is well discussed in all the previews and everything. But Sevilla has I think the better football, and I think it's slightly favourite today.
Well, Juan, what are your thoughts?
I love this conversation. I think Eric has to stop looking at Christine's notes there. But to be honest, I love these types of encounters. I mean, these battles of mystique. Of course, the special one on one end, Sevilla League on the other one. You have all this, but of course, it all comes down to the nuts and bolts, to the most basic of things. Form, how Sevilla's been able to improve over the last 2 months ever since they were able to replace their coach and bringing in Jose Luis Mendilibar, who's really been a force for the Sevilla side for the past, like I said, 2 months. So to me, I'm really looking forward to this encounter. It's going to be really fun to watch.
Simon, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a fascinating one, a really tight one, I think, because, you know, they're two teams who don't play wildly open, expansive football, certainly not Roma under Jose Mourinho, and we've seen them be pretty negative recently, but you know, this is a game that Roma really desperately have to win to produce something from this season, finishing 7th in Serie A, and to follow up last year's Conference League triumph with a triumph in the Europa League would really be something for Jose Mourinho at Roma, a club which doesn't, despite its great history, have a huge amount of silverware.
Thanks, Simon. Yeah, it's a really packed show we have for you this afternoon, and it truly has been a wonderful Europa League season. We have seen some classic moments and some amazing goals as well, and we do have a treat for you. This season, Enterprise Rent-A-Car sponsored the Moments That Move You feature throughout the entire season, and we have chosen the top 3 moments that moved us this season. Enjoy.
He's done brilliantly here. It's a fabulous goal. What a strike that is. The way that he set himself up was mouth-watering, and the finish was exquisite. Late teach of a strike from Aitor Ruibal. He's the player that really caught his eye in the first leg, understandably. Bajoli. Oh, that's beautiful! Angel Di Maria! With an absolutely stunning goal to silence the Stade de Montreal. has been a different player and has underlined that fact once again. Surely feeding him first time. That was all he was ever thinking about. Jorginho nicely done. Play on, says the referee. That's great effort. Ramsdale struggling. It's a fabulous goal. What an incredible goal. Pedro Gonçalves for Sporting saw Ramsdale off his line and he executed it fabulously. What a magnificent goal. That picture tells you everything you need to know. Arsenal dumbfounded by a piece of pure brilliance from Pedro Gonçalves for Sporting. It's one each. We don't see a huddle after a goal very often, but Zinchenko is leading here. A rallying call. Well, it was well done by Paulinho. He looked up, saw Ramsdale off his line, and that is astonishing. Astonishing.
I know one person in particular in the studio, she will remain nameless, who would have enjoyed that last goal against Arsenal because she's a Tottenham fan herself. That's what I hear. Not so sure, but Christina, you see those goals. It's a reminder of why this game is loved by pretty much everyone on earth, and it's easy to understand why Enterprise Rent-A-Car would align themselves with the Europa League this season.
Yes, Donald, we've actually been, Enterprise globally has been the official rent-a-car sponsor for the UEFA Europa League since 2015. And I'm not sure if I can release it, but we have actually just signed on for another 3 years of the contract. So
breaking news.
We are very excited. So we are very excited. And I mean, you know, football brings people together, and so does Enterprise Rent-A-Car, because we get what moves you. Whether it's you're looking for a car for it's in the shop and you need a replacement, something to fit your friends, your family for any recent trip, moving house, we have it all.
Tell me a little bit about your global growth and how Jamaica and the Caribbean are involved in that space.
So Enterprise Rent-A-Car is actually one of the world's largest rent-a-car companies in the world, based out of St. Louis, and we have 6,600 branches worldwide in over 90 countries. We entered Latin America and the Caribbean about 10 years ago, and since then we've expanded. We have locations in over 30 countries and 11 in the English-speaking Caribbean. So we get what moves you, but we also want to make sure that people have access to the cars that they need and the brands that they love.
Of course, ease of travel is paramount to visitors and locals alike, and your service is also quite strategically placed at the airport. In Jamaica, it's of course in Kingston and Montego Bay. But tell me about the services that you actually offer and how people can get in contact with Enterprise.
So we're conveniently based at both international airports, like you mentioned, in the Norman Manley and Sangsters in Montego Bay. We also have home city locations. So what that means is, you know, we don't want you to have to travel all the way to the airport if you're a local looking to rent a car.
Oh, okay.
So we're conveniently based at Oxford Road in Kingston and Top Road or Queens Drive in Montego Bay. And if you want to get in touch with us, follow us. We're online at Enterprise Jamaica on Instagram and Facebook. We actually just completed our giveaways for followers, for new followers, with official UEFA Europa branded merchandise.
Oh, wow.
So follow us. You can
fit?
get some for good ways. I don't know, should it fit Eric or should it fit Donald? But I did have to bring some goodies. Did bring some goodies for you, and people can actually get some more. Follow us. We have amazing giveaways, and also you can just learn more about what we have happening at Enterprise Jamaica.
Yeah. I'm going to need that bottle as well, by the way. But before we go, just give me your thoughts. I'm sure you have a winner in mind, Christina.
So I have 3 answers. I have who I think will win, who I want to win,
right,
as well as my politically correct answer as title sponsor to say that we will celebrate whichever team is crowned champion.
Christina,
May the best players win.
Really? Really, that's your final answer?
It is.
All right, thank you very much for joining us on the show. Christina Taylor, Group Marketing Manager of Enterprise Jamaica and ATL Automotive Group. Thanks for stopping by, of course. We're getting ready for kickoff. It's the final of the UEFA Europa League between Sevilla and Roma. We go deep into the analysis on the other side of this break. Stay with us.